Whether you choose land or creatures, soil matters. Our abundant growth line of products models the mixture of common soil, causing a groundswell of nutrients to attain giant growth. From our fungus fertilizers to our saproling spray, you can take the guesswork out of your next colony garden. Other products leave you only harsh sustenance compared to our superior brews. Abundant growth, a reviving dose to whatever target you choose. Available at Salad's Upkeep.
I'm back and better than ever. I literally purchased the best laptop on the market. Really went to the bank on this one. So hopefully everything works fine. I didn't expect it to come that quickly or for me to be all the way back up. So, wow, Pauper Tim, thank you so much. Very generous of you. And I said there'd be no show today, and I kind of meant it. Maybe there won't be. Hopefully you guys can see me. I've done all the tests and such I can do. I wanted to play something fast and call this a test show, for want of a better word. If it all goes well, then hey, we're all up and running again. So anyway, minus the hardware and such, we got a new deck here. This wins, well, sometimes on turn 1, but a lot of times on turn 2. It's nerve-wracking to play. The basis of this, if this is as intimidating to you as it was to me when I started out, the main thing you got to worry about is your count, right? You've got to have like 5 mana to go off with your, where is he? Balustrade Spy. Why do you need that? Because once he's out, you need 2 other creatures. You unearth these 2, then you sacrifice them to, I should have really kept this in order. I just wanted to get everything on one screen here. There it is, our 1 copy of Dread Return, targeting the big fat giant, and he's hiding from me again. I want to find out if there's a different kind of border I can get for the Lotleth Giant. And as long as your opponent has like 30 life or less, you usually win right there on the spot. There's a lot of ways to disrupt this. Faerie Macabre is the main one. We'll go over the list here in a second here. We've got 1 Chasm. That's it for the lands. 4 Petals, 3 Cantors, 4 Tinder Wall, 4 Rite of Flames, 4 Songs, and 4 Rituals. 4 Cabal Rituals, 4 Zombies. I really think the full count's needed here. 2 Land Grants, 4 Simian Spirit Guides, 1 copy of Dread Return. This is in your hand, or this, you can just kind of wait until you have to discard, and then you throw them where they belong in the graveyard. 4 copies of Balustrade Spy and Destroy the Evidence are our kill card. Very superior. This, you have to remember the number 8. That's how much you need for this one, because you probably don't have a creature out. So you're going to need 3 of your Dregscape Zombies to trigger the combo there. So that's the big takeaway. Oh, 4 Street Wraiths, 2 Generous Ent, and I play all 4 of the Trolls because Plan B, I should probably call it Plan Z. But every once in a while, if your opponent's really got the lock on your graveyard, you use all your rituals and stuff to get these guys out and just attack with them. Whereas this can be blocked all day long, and they both go and fetch this. Word of note, I guess the overall envelope for beginners, because I consider myself one with this deck, is again 5 for the Spy. You need 2 extra mana, and this one you're going to need 3 extra mana. So 5, 8, 5, 8. If you drill that in your brain, you should be fine. Macabre's probably the best card against this list, and if we run into it, I want to be prepared. So I've got 4. I even tried to have a build with a main. They just got a little clunky. These are our Hunting Misery tech for when they do pick on our what was it? There was a scenario here where I wanted to. I can't quite remember what it was. Anyway, we got Ingot Chewers for like the relics, the spell bombs that are going to come in and such. 1 Flaring Pain ends up in your yard, and these are just kind of a necessity for a lot of the things we're trying to do, and they're trying to stop us to do. Yeah, so let's go into it. We got it loaded. We will create. We will set to 2. We will go like this, and hopefully we win a bunch, and the show goes super smooth. I've noticed a few things already. I don't have any dropouts of audio. There's just a lot of advantages to having all new stuff. All right, we will say no. I want to draw second on this. So I want to draw as many things as I can. All right. Well, we've got some mana. I really don't like the 2 zombies here. We're going to mulligan this. That's why I like to go second with this. We have our land. We've got cycling. We've got mana. This is a good hand. We'll keep this. Probably don't need the troll. Say done. Boop. Because we've already got our land grant. Yeah, so consider this kind of a bonus show. I know I wasn't going to stream today, but I was like, you know what? I got to test it at some point. And rather than surprise everybody on like a Monday evening or something weird like that, I was like, well, I got nothing to do in the morning because I'm always ready to play with you guys. So here I am. I didn't know. I honestly just didn't think it was going to get here that fast. So that was where that went from. All right, we'll reveal our hand. We'll go get the thing and we'll play it. And I'm going to hold on the race for a little bit. Sometimes you can draw into the Lotleth Giant or the Dread Return, and that's a bummer because then you got to wait a few turns. There's no natural discard in this other than to hand size. This is kind of worst case scenario. The decks that I lose to often are Kiln Fiend decks, and there has been an uptick, at least in casual play. A lot of people playing, they pretty much went on turn 2 or 3, depending if they're running Rite or Lotus. We'll get out a wall just ceremonially. That's good. Let's see. We could ritual. I'm already getting ahead of myself. If we had the Balustrade Spy, we would let's see, 3, 4. Yeah, we would have it next turn. And obviously, I'm a little hesitant to pop these because we know our opponent's trying to take our life. So, how's your win-loss ratio? Oh, it's pretty high, Chimpskey. I was undefeated in Pauper Classic Tuesday, and then my PC took a dump. And so it said I went like 3-3, but it was the last 3. It was just crash. Couldn't, my last computer held out for you guys so long, and then my goodness, this I think it was what was it? It was like Sunday or Monday night. I would log in, click anything like website, 10 seconds in, blue screen, crash, reset. It was like I couldn't even use my computer. It was so bad. All right, I hate this math. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got it, don't we? Did I miscount? Especially if we add up some stuff here. I say we go for it. I'll cycle here. Now we definitely have it. And I don't want to draw into... I could cycle, but I don't want to draw into the Lotleth Giant or Dread Return here. So we're going to go like this. We'll pop this. We'll export the Simian Spirit Guide. I mean, this is kind of overkill right now, but we're just going to go for it. Now, you always want to be targeting your own stuff. Do this. 1, 2, 3. Keeping all of our black mana up. And we will extend our graveyard. This neat little button here. We'll play a zombie. Play a zombie. Play a zombie. Dread Return. Where are you? There you are. I really want to find a way to make my Lotleth Giant a lot more visible. My PC sure got loud all of a sudden. That's kind of scary. Hopefully everything's all right. Where is he? Where are you? I want to find one with a better border here. Where the hell is he? Let's open this up some more. Be very careful on this step. Lotleth Giant. Lotleth Giant. There it is. Jeez. Okay. Sacrifice. Gotta be real careful in that graveyard. And we minimize this. We say okay. And we win. Woo! Spy combo. They're probably gonna have some sort of a... I would imagine a few like relics and such. So common fare, bring in these. Worst card in the list, probably the Cantor. So I'm just going to keep it real simple. We'll do something like that. Boop. Sounds like a jet plane all of a sudden. Judge. Totally. Oh, let me see that. That was burned. But, I don't imagine... This is one of those lists that this is where we see here. You don't want to have this. We can pop this and go get our land, but yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. any hand with that, usually want to get rid of. Okay, we got double combo here. This mulligans well, because a lot of times you have extra elements that you don't want to draw, whether it's a giant or dread return. We don't have any mana here, so we got to throw this back, though. I'm glad I talked that through. I was about to keep just because of what I saw there. I think we're kind of forced to keep this. We'll put back this guy. We've got to keep the troll. And I guess this guy. Songs isn't really going to help us here right out of the gates. We'll do this. Say done. And off we go. Okay. Did we catch him sleeping? This is a clunky way to do it. We got to chop our petal just to get a land, but when you play with one land, sometimes you got to think your way through things, or out of things, I should say. Let's see. What would be optimal here? Maybe a Simian Spirit Guide. Hey, look at that. That kind of likes me sometimes. We'll do that to Swamp Cycle. Go get our only land out of here. Common play here, too, is they'll have a raise. That's really going to suck, but what you going to do? You can play the red-green land. I've seen some lists with one in the sideboard, and they kind of do a switcheroo. A little advanced for me. I never quite know when to do it, and usually don't have a problem getting red mana, so... Here we are. Faithless Luton showing up. All right. Just want to see what's happening here. My CPU's... It's the funniest thing. I got to set some other stuff up. That's why we call this a test show. All Lotleth Giants have the same border. Oh, yeah, you're right. I know for the first time in my life, I need a white bordered giant, right? Yeah, I looked. I was like, is there any special prints does anybody know of, or anything that would have like kind of a trippy border? It's just so damn hard to find. I usually burn like 10 seconds just looking for it in the list, you know. So I'm get so ahead of myself. I always look at my hand. I go, can I do it? Can I do it? But you kind of have to have that mentality. Bring up our yard. We'll bring up theirs too. Get some screen real estate going up here. Everything looking and sounding good though, guys? I mean, hopefully there should be no difference other than we won't have crashes and the audio won't clip. The mic sounds different, not optimal. Is it too loud? I haven't done anything with the mics. That's why I wanted to have a recording so I can replay it all and kind of see. Loud and clear? All right. Well, yeah, I haven't changed any of the mic settings. Maybe I'm sitting a little too close. Or I'm just talking too loud. Yep. We're on one land spot, and we don't have long to live. We won the first game. Waiting for Relic to show up. Hate that. Hate that. Hate that. So we got, let's see, that's 3, 4, 5 mana. Yeah, we can't do nothing. It's a lot of waiting. Waiting and passing, waiting and passing. I think this weekend, tomorrow, is going to be crazy at the challenge. I think you're going to see a few of these top 8. Very easy to disrupt, but it's like Affinity, where if you're just aiming at it, it's fine. You know, the old one was so much, you know, you had to assemble so many other parts and wiggle around stuff. This is just absurd. It seems like it always goes off. And we're dead. Not much we can do here. Except hope they forget to attack, right? Revenge! Crunch. Perfect. Treasure G with the win. Alright, I'm going to take out one chewer. I'm going to take out 2 chewers. And we'll hope they don't have any relics. Maybe it seems like they're just like, I'm going to kill you first is the plan, not defending graveyards. I was Galerium. I was going to play that, but honestly, I think this might get banned quickly, and I wanted to play something kind of, well, the other one's fast too, but nope. Okay, just triple check. We got nothing. We got to throw it back. Mulligan. It's always funny. It's so funny when you just draw it. Yeah, we'll keep this. We could throw these all in the yard. It's such a slow hand, though, but yeah, we can't really mulligan much more. That's the weakness of the deck. You get all the power, like, 60% of the time, and then there's 40% of the time you're just, like, on the rocks. Keep this. Get rid of the Ent. And that's it, done. It's almost frustrating when you draw the land. It's like, come on, I got all these ways to go get it. Now I got a bunch of dead cards. But yeah, next week probably for sure I'll be playing my Healer Hawk deck. That thing's that's tournament worthy. That's pretty worthy. As is this, but I wouldn't dare pilot this in a tournament. I'd need like 100 games with it to start feeling really confident. I think if you just returned it to the old way, maybe got rid of the giant, keep Dread Return. I don't see Dread Return being all that bannable in any other deck. You guys are all going to roll your eyes, I swear. I'm feeling great, but my whole family for about a week now, we all came down with another cough, and Aaron had bronchitis again. I'm pretty sure I don't have that again because I just got over it, and then I had about 3 weeks of health and then got this irritating cough, so hopefully I don't do it into the mic. Yeah, you're probably right, Dreamer Stingo. I'm high off of like turn 2 wins with this and just being like, oh my god, I know him, Chimpskey, and living up to my moniker, that's for sure. I don't want to. Should have renamed myself Deluxeicoff. Maybe that would have preordained the future, right? Protection from black. I think we got like snuff out. Okay. This is livable. Should we make that a lightning bolt by adding 2 to it and zapping ourselves? Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. Cycle. Oh, worst possible thing. Oh my god, this is horrible. Almost forced to block with that wall. Well, that helps a little bit. Okay. I'll play the wall just for a blocker, and then I have to like not do anything so I can naturally discard this. There's definitely some, you want to immediately think, oh, Faithless Looting help with that, and it would, but it pretty much has no flashback ability unless you just went crazy with your mana, and then it's like, so I guess that could be relevant there, but the second you're not using spells for mana, everything else should be a creature. If it doesn't generate mana, it should be a creature, because people gain a lot of life in this format. This one's a bad example. I'm going to block here. I know the plan can be Lava Dart the wall. I just hope it's there and they don't attack. All right, it worked. I think that's the fan you're hearing, Asani Army, which I'm not too thrilled about. Now, normally EOT I'd be cycling the troll. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of that. That was fine for the first like 10 minutes, and it really kind of kicked up. So hopefully there's some setting somewhere I can. This thing has so much firepower. The new PC I got that maybe I shouldn't have got so much, because it's like flying an F-14 to work instead of just having a commute. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one. My first prediction was right. Now we just have to discard the giant. We're stuck not doing anything until at least next turn, and I don't think we have much of a turn next turn because we're going to have to block to stay alive. Bye-bye, giant. Imagine there's some scenarios where you could have a perfect draw with all your rituals and stuff to where you could just hard cast the giant, but that's another universe. That'd be pretty crazy. And you can't discard with the troll. You can just go fetch, and we're done fetching, right? I'm blocking to stay alive here. I know the wall's gone. That's 2 more mana. that we kind of need. But we're dead minus that. Might be dead anyway. I think we're dead anyway. Just hope they don't have the Battle Rage. Yeah, Matimus. You know, this has always been a fan request, too, that I play this, and I always was so intimidated by the old way of doing it because you had to be kind of an expert with it. This one's a little more dumbed down. Looks like they're going to kill us the old-fashioned way. Crunch. And death. Death to all. Okay, well, we stayed alive. I don't know why they didn't lava dart us for the win there. Yeah, we just lose here. We can't, I mean, we can pull this off, right? Cabal Ritual, Spy, die. We're just dead. Who am I kidding? LL. And not cool J. Woo! Play lobby. Alright. Create here. Off we go. The first game looked really good, right? That's how it's supposed to work. Da-da-da. Yeah, it's the definition of a glass cannon. Want to play first? No. Oh, we hate seeing this. I'm going to throw this back. We've got some elements, but that's frustrating because we've got to do that same thing where we wait a whole turn to make that work. 3 elements, no mana. Got to throw it back. All right, we got the land grant. We'll keep this. We have somewhat. We can build from here. Not optimal. We will keep this, sending back both trolls, and we'll say done. Propaganda swag. Gosh, we used to have the store on Twitch, but I thought it was so overpriced that I think I just discontinued that. I mean, I just had my mug made custom. We've got the play mats. That's probably the best thing if you want some swag. AZN2K2. Thank you for that. I'll try and remember to play that promo. Whoop. Which we usually do. Get your name in lights and such. All right, let's land grant here. Reveal our entire deck. It's like, hey, look what we're playing. There are no surprises left. Oh, the gifts have been opened on Christmas morning. Bacon Master, yeah, I just discussed Faithless Looting. I really hate getting away from either mana generators or creatures in this style. Obviously, Rakdos this round and Burn last round. You don't have to worry about life, but boy, there's so many lists out there that just naturally get to 30 pretty quick and get scary really quick. We like this because we got time. Time to set up. Time to look at stuff. Time to plant some trees. Woo! Yep. I got raised and I still won yesterday. I was like, oh, is this over? And I was like, no, I can still wiggle out of this. It actually was like turn 3 too. That little spirit guide does wonders. Spirit guide into Cantor, into black. Start going crazy. Tell you one card that doesn't like me is Songs of the Damned. I almost never draw it. And I've got a bunch of them in here. So do what you will. And you want to chip away whenever you can too. Keeping those life totals. And I won one game against a white weenie list where they were exactly at 0. No, I did not do the math. I just threw the giant at him and hoped. But it was because I had attacked with the Cantors like 3 times. Otherwise, I would have lost that game. So keep that in mind if you pilot this. Oh, there is Heredio _CO. Heredi. Yeah, there's Rakdos Burn is a definite like tier 1.5 list. It's just not out in the ether right now, but there's no reason it shouldn't be. I mean, it's got all the tools. And I play solo Black Burn. I hate seeing that list because it's always been a little bit better. 2, 3, 4. Let's get out another dude here. That represents 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we got it next turn. Let's attack. Let's do the math. Very heredity. That's what we're all about too. I mean, this is this list is like everybody's going to be playing about the same 89 to 90% of the cards. So there's not much creativity room left in this style of a shell. But yeah, you can pretty much, I mean, on this show, somebody dared me to make an Infect deck that was all white a few years ago, and it's been a fan favorite ever since. I've won a few tournaments with it. I've also lost quite a few, but it always teeters out at about 60% win, especially when you run into a lot of life game shenanigans and such. Infect doesn't matter. Or, I mean, doesn't care. Yeah, I've been bumping into a lot of people coming over. Oh, we don't have long to live. Gutter Snipe, one of the new downshifts. Woo. Okay. Ritual shooting us in the face. Gutter Snipe. Action. Space action. There's another great one to brew it. We might be dead here. I've seen a similar list to this that did kill me the other day. I can't remember if it was I won 1-2 or they did. But it gets out of control real quick. Mono red infect. That would be a tough one to pull off. I mean, you've got the Ichor Claw Myrrh. And there's that other artifact one, but you'd have to be kind of bottom of the barrel. I think the only thing you would grant with that is like the Battle Rage effect or your, giving them haste. So, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing there. White is surprisingly effective in infect because you can protect the hell out of it, and flipping the stats on something like a Priest of Norn, all of a sudden, you've done 5 infect damage in one swing. And threaten to do it again the next turn. It just sticks around. You don't need to keep drawing the pump spells. That's kind of neat. Just pump for pump's sake. There's just nothing to do but pump to pump up other creatures. I was working on a build like this. I'm very curious what this one is. Makes you wish we had a shock, right? I think they just got us here. Isn't that impressive? We started this turn at 20. Smack. Dead. Rakdos. So whoever was just asking, is there a good mid-range deck? I think we just saw one. It's not really mid-rangey, is it? Unless it just takes forever to get there. All right, the Chewers. We saw some artifact lands. We could probably slow them down with that. And bring these in. I'm going to lose an Ent and 2 Cantors and hope for the best. I was really hoping that my background processes would slow the hell down, but everything's looking and sounding all right on this side. Yeah, it's so low. I don't wonder why I'm switch to power saving mode. Let's not do anything midstream here. All right, we want to say no to that. Get an extra draw out of the deal. Hi-yi-yi. This is frustrating, but we can. I hate to do it, but we can crack this to go get a land, and we've got this. I don't like seeing this, but I think I'm going to keep this. I don't know. It's not that great of a hand. Let's keep it. Vampire Link on Gutter Snipe. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a deck we need to make immediately. Come on, something good. That's good. Much better than sacrificing our Lotus Petal. Thank you, land grant. You have granted my wish. Now we're going to try to get those trolls in for 0 value just so they can trigger that Songs of the Dam. We've got the red. That's 2, 3. We're not too far away here. That Gutter Snipe, man, just kaboom. The neat thing about playing ramp snipe is, you can have it as early as turn 1 with the right scenario, right? Being able to just power it out. And then keep the draw engine going with all Black's draw spells. That's pretty sweet. I wonder if that's truly it, you know. I'm going to do this now because I don't want to... well, you know what? I do want to discard, don't I? So I'm gonna wait to do this. This is so counterintuitive. We want stuff in our graveyard. So I'll say, yeah, I'll discard the Dregscape Zombie. I mean, we could attack next turn, but those are for the combo. So, and now I'll cycle the Troll, so then we got 2 creatures in our yard, and we're that much closer. Here comes Snipey. My son surprised me the other day. Came home. I think he won the tournament. He was playing Modern. Happy Preordains back in the format. And brought me 4 All That Glitters, 4 Gutter Snipe, and 4 Murmuring Mystics. It's like, what a sweetheart. Didn't even ask. All right. I'm just going to do this to do it. Swamp Cycle. And we find nothing. I don't know what I'm looking for. I've already got the 1 land we need. Yield through the turn. Okay. 2 critters in the yard. Oh, God, I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. Why did you have to... There's 1 of you. I just have to wait to discard it. God, it's maddening. If I draw the Giant next, I'm going to scream. Well, we won the very first game, and we haven't won since, so... Maybe my... ban prediction is wildly overestimated, but when somebody good and very familiar with this list plays it, it can feel pretty daunting. But like I'm fond of saying, it's a little bit like Las Vegas. You only hear about the wins. I'm trying to bring you the truth here. Where is their red at? Oh, yeah, didn't mean to cycle, so I'm glad I didn't. Okay. We are going to discard Dread Return and be happy about it. All right. Now can we stop drawing stuff? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have 5. Yeah, we can go off. Let's hope Snipey doesn't show up with a bunch of ritual friends. It sounds like a bad glam band. Gutter Snipe and the Rituals. This weekend only. I'm going to cycle first. Just good times. We'll do this for nothing. Cycle this. Boop. Say okay. It's like all these correct moves are bad magic in any other deck, right? Cycle for nothing. And we just win here. I'll just go through this as ceremony. Play this to here. We'll say damn, holy damn. 1, 2, 3. Targeting ourselves. Say okay. Open up the yard. Bring back the zombies. I like to max out because you're all in here. There's no reason to just not do it because they might, I don't know, maybe they've got some lava dart effect that I forgot about or whatever. So we'll Dread Return. And I found it right away. It's rare. Get rid of the weak ones first. Minimize this. And win. All right. Can we pull it off? We shall see. Game 3. Dreamer Stango with a better one. Ritual Ronnie and the Gutter Tones. I like it. That's pretty sweet. All right, let's go. Good. A little overkill on the land grants. My God. And I don't like this. That's kind of a bad hand, isn't it? So we've got 1, 2, 3 dead cards. And we have no win con here. I'm going to mulligan this. Oh, yeah. There's no way to go fetch a land with this one. We've got quite a bit of sneaky mana, though. If I had a kill card in my hand, I'd keep it, but we got to throw this one back. Oh, you bastard. Well, at least we can... I like this hand, actually. Keep. This is why I like mulliganing with this list, because if it does try to screw you over with these, you go, ha! Now it's a perfect hand. Well, minus 2 cards. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, I got it. It's a lot nicer project being able to think about ways to reduce fan noise. I've got my PC propped up so that it can breathe really well. So I know that's adding to the acoustics, so I'll work on that. But it's a lot better than the show quitting out, right? Alrighty. Let me do... What am I doing? Okay. Here we are. Cool. This just keeps getting better. Reveal. Yeah. Barbarically simple, I say. I'll keep most stuff back. Never know what kind of interactions they have. They got artifact hate and stuff. There's no reason to lay out the petal. Maybe if they're on green, you don't want to do it because then they can weather the storm out of it. That's another big problem card for this. I was really wanted to fit in some duresses in the sideboard. Your answers or your interactions almost always have to be 1 mana things, so which is, a lot of times why you do want to go with the green-red what am I talking about? Version of this, so that you can answer Pyroblast without having to trip resources. Okay, this is pretty cool. Here's green. Got 2, 3 next turn, 4, 5. That'll be 6, 7. I think we got them in 2 turns. That's 2, 3, 4. That would be 5, 6. Wait, no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we need that other wall. I'm totally ignoring chat. That's what this deck will do. I'm like focused on all the math here. Woo, thanks for joining me, everybody. Like I said, I wasn't going to have a show today because my old PC took a absolute crash and burn dump. It's very good. It saw us go from about 1,100 subs on YouTube to almost 8,000 now. So thank you to all of you. If you can, like and subscribe and try to get that number even higher. Do we have it? I think we should wait. Because we're going to have we could have tree damned. That's 4 with the damned. I think we just have it, don't we? Because I can go, that's 4. That'd be 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got it. It's so nerve-wracking. 2, 4. 5. Wait, 2, 4, 5. Trip that. 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got it. Okay. Just let's go for it. Black. Red here. Damned here. Remember, 8's the magic number with destroy evidence. This one, please. Oh no! We don't have it. We don't have it. We had the wrong mana. And I'm glad I screwed up here to just show you. Counting the 8's one thing. You got to make sure 3 of them are that. This is where you just want them to concede. But this is a misplay on my part. And I'll show you why, just so you won't run into the same problem here. So we've got Dregscape, and then we have nothing to do. Let's double check. Yeah, we don't have another creature, so I lose that one. Ruined. I'm going to put an L with a big M-E next to it and circle it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go get some more coffee, and I'll be right back as we watch some Wheel of Fortune. Enjoy.
Every letter you called is in this puzzle. Boy, call the right letters, Cindy. It's a thing. You have 10 seconds. Can he do it? Good luck.
Magic hand, magic band, magic yan, sand, band, canned, jan, panned, fan, band, wand, wand, oh!
Pick him up.
Leather mullet.
Brooke?
Leather wallet.
There you go. Lolita.
Oh, self potato? Sorry.
No. Michael?
Self-portrait.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
The category is thing. And it's Robert.
Cake baker?
No, everybody else. Kate.
Care package.
Yeah, that's have a letter.
Jade.
There is a J. If you could solve the puzzle right now, there is a jackpot of nearly $10,000 in addition to the money you have. If not, you have to either buy a vowel or spin the wheel.
I'll solve the puzzle.
Go ahead.
I have The Wine by Johnny Cash.
That is not correct. I'm sorry.
Okay. The Pointed Desert.
No, still time.
The Printed Desert.
James, it's your turn.
The Pointed Desert.
No, you still have time.
I still have time. I like to solve.
Say it.
The Pointed
It's
Desert.
not the Pointed Desert.
Oh,
No matter how many times you say it.
And we're back. Hopefully you guys get some of that. Shiraz, that's a good one. The Punted Desert. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So we should be 1-1, but you got the dumb one here. At least with this list. So happy to get to 8. You get all like giddy about it. You're like, I got it. I got it. I don't got it. You klutz. All right, what are we looking at here? This is a good hand. We'll keep it. I remember when I first started playing Magic way back, 94-ish, every one of my friends, we would always have you'd have about a 70 card list because, the whole 60 thing wasn't established and people would play around 70 to 80 cards and people would have 10 or, maybe 15 lands. It's just so bad. Just hoping and waiting for 6 turns before anything hit the table sometimes. 1894. Did I say that? I meant to say 1994. All right, we'll do this. Let's see how we do here. We have counter magic colors. We'll play this. Keep our deck of mystery. I'm going to cycle the OT with the Street Wraith here. Hopefully we can find a win condition here. That's all we're lacking. We've got quite a bit of firepower. Yeah, PC calmed down a little bit there, and now it's back up to noisy. Don't like this because all that glitters is going to put them out of range real quick. Let's see if we can find a plan. Okay. Songs of the Damned for 1. My goodness, that ain't fun. Kind of stuck doing this. Yeah, there's some scary lists out there with glitters, boy. It's the new Ancestral Mask, right? Card everybody's terrified to see on, but now it's 1 turn sooner. Woo! I think so too, Dreamer Stango. I don't. Yeah, they win. We just can't win from here. Out of ceremony, I'll if we top deck, I can't even imagine what we could top deck. Maybe Wraith, and then the Spy, because one more swing and they're out of our range. We can't kill them. Win condition, they got us. I know enough about the deck to know when I'm beat. That is a beating. Glitter. Beacon sideboarding. We've got artifacts. We've got chewers. We've seen this before. Let's do it some more. This. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's nice of them, Shirazamon. Yeah. Sometimes people forget about creating, Boros Bully. It's been long enough, and that's fine. But I'm like, but I'll take exception when they think. It's like, that's one deck that should really, really have my name on it, is White Infect. Want to play first? No. Okay, well, boy. We just have no accelerants here. We have this and this, so I think we got to keep it. Oh, boy. Yeah, we'll keep this. We've got some sideboard, too, so... And we're on the draw. Really hate the zombie being here. But that's two things I'm never on. Reddit and Twitter. So if any... And I know Twitter has... I don't know why. There's like 2 or 3 fake propagandas on there. Must have upset somebody a long time ago, and they're really good at holding a grudge. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but just know those aren't me. We do have a Twitter account, but it's long dead. All we do is repost. But Reddit, never. Okay, let's do this. Reveal our hand. Be funny if they counterspell this, because we got another one right behind it. Like a spell snare. Dimir Death Touch. Seems like it could be a thing. We'll do that. Quite a few dead cards here. Yeah, the more I'm playing through this and talking through it, because I used to have the switcheroo lands in the sideboard when I knew I wanted to bring in Chewer or Pyroblast. I would switch to the Gruul Forest, the snow land, so you could fetch that and then be able to power out, red or green's permanents one by one. But all right, let's cycle EOT here. See what we get. Songs is good. I think I'm going to want to keep my creatures at about that. That's cool. We can, in a pinch, we can guide into the Chewer. Oh God, you know what? We're just going to hold the turn here. We're gonna pitch Dread Return. Now, if they can just kill us if they top deck like a relic or something, because I'm forced to throw this out, which is a good plan. But having only one kind of kill in the deck, again, it's a glass cannon. If you're unfamiliar with that style, it's kind of all in, and this puts everything out there. Wins big or loses fast. That's right. Yeah, UG Death Touch. And that one, I've been in the top 8 of a challenge with Death Touch Ping. Got a really... Wait, it wasn't top 8. It was in the teen. It was in the low teens. I think it was 14th or so. But felt like a win playing something that roguey. Won a few leagues with it. Fun list. All right. Again, we're not going to do anything. We're going to... Again, this is bad magic in every other list except this one. We're going to discard on purpose, and then we're going to go get nothing on purpose so that we fill up our yard and turn on Songs of the Dam and win next turn. That's so funny to look at this board state and be like, you win next turn? It's like, I do. Unless they got some graveyard hate. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Make sure to count well. Come on, I want to see that blue get used up. I'm not too worried about a mana tithe in this metagame, but I am... about a Metallic Rebuke. That could really ruin our day. Hey, thanks for taking care of that, Shirazamon and Chimpskey. You guys are the best. Especially with a deck like this, I'm like narrowly focused on everything. But all things considered, I'm pretty happy about performance other than the fan noise. My wife's kind of a tech guru. Kind of nothing. She can just walk into a room and something gets better. Or it stops doing the thing. It cracks me up. Well, shall we go for it? I think if they're going to want to counter something, it's going to be the Ritual. I guess we pull the trigger here. You know what I want to do? Depending on how this works out. I should have let off with Ingot Chewer, smash that, because that would have added up. I could have played that a lot better. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So here's my, if I could have gone back 2 minutes in time, I would have exiled the Spirit Guide, evoked the Ingot Chewer, probably got the Metallic Rebuke out of the way, and we would have won there. Instead, we're in the rebuild phase here. Pay 3. I guess I could, right? How many will that get us? 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. And then what? You know, we don't. I'll say no. Nope. I could hard cast something, right? Now, do I blow up that? I think we just let that go. If glitter shows up, I know I could pay for the rebuke, but I'd have to use the Spirit Guide, and it's just not worth it because we don't have enough to do anything with the spy after it drops. I guess we could target them. Should we just blow that thing up? Keep them off drawing in blue, maybe? Yeah, we can still just top deck a you know what, but the problem is... Alright, we'll save that play for what I should have done that time. That's another loss on me, not on the deck. It's about 50-50, isn't it? Oh, right when I thought we should blow it up. We lost the first game. Can't remember. Is this the second or the third game? I should be keeping track. I'm too focused on the math of this list here. I'm trying every little trick in the book. Cycle before their attack phase, hoping that they don't... or maybe they F6. Digging for that, all that glitters. It's gonna, they probably don't even need it this fight. Dreamer Stingo, I'm about there. Our tour plan just went out the window. Now we're fighting to stay alive. One trick and we're dead. We cannot cycle Street Wraiths anymore. Yeah, the more I'm playing Quizzy, I think we're pretty safe. But again, you know, really good pilot. We'll have a few more things to say about that. We got to do this just to stay alive. Exile this. Play Evoke. Targeting the Enforcer. Still might be dead. We're just hoping for a Songs of the Damned here, and then we can win out of the blue again. I think I answered it, Shiraz. Dead. Big time. Crunch. Maybe we should be running Spore Frog. Thought about that too. Well, the PC's winning, but the deck isn't. Woo. Let me see. Does anybody know what that land's called? The indestructible Gruul one. You want to play first? Nope. Yuck. But we have this. Man, this is a really good hand. I'm going to keep it. I'll tell you why in a minute. Now we caught him sleeping. All right. Let's reveal. Oh, come on. They're just embarrassed. I get it. See, you get so caught up in the cadence of when you're supposed to do stuff. I've fallen for it myself too. It's tough to make room for all these cards and be able to show you the big card sideboard here, but that thing is pretty well drawn, I've got to admit. But man, they could make a fortune if they just made all these combo pieces. They could have alternate rimmed, edged artwork. Nope. We're already on 4. Okay, I can do this into the Ent, and then we've got a whole lot of red. And we'll have the black. It's clunky. We don't have a kill card, but our mana's going to be right. Let me keep it. We're on the draw. Hopefully we draw on one of our 8 kill spells. Again, this red can fool you. Oh. I wonder if they're on my list. I don't think I've shared it yet, but I've beaten enough people with my Thopter list that Oh, this got a little bit better, didn't it? We will exile this, using the mana to cycle this and getting our only land in the list. Boop. Shall we not play it and discard next turn to the thing? I think we'll be all right. If we draw another one of these, then we're going to have to go on a discard plan, but starting to get really tempted to just play the Gruul land main. I had probably 20 games with this, and I kept coming away with I wanted that black, and I think because of that last loss I had where I needed one more black, and I was on the RG land back then, and but it might. All right. Just have no kill card here, so I'm not going to throw out any resources, especially a Lotus Petal here. Happy to just keep drawing and discard that zombie. Yeah, I need the both mountain and forest nymph, Chimpskey. Do you know the name of that one? There's a card that I shared a while back. A lot of people don't know about the crowns. There's 2 of them. But you have to have the same kind of creatures. So like elves and stuff, I had a version of Crown of Awe where you could sacrifice it and your whole team gets like protection. It's a nice little secret card. We know they're waiting on all that glitters to show up. At least they won't be gaining life like some of our other lists. Okay, so this is where we're happy to discard here. We've got mana for days. We just need something to do with it. I don't even mind if we see the 8 mana requirement for the combo to work. What's good about this, if you're intimidated by these kind of lists as I was, this one's definitely more simplified and effective. It's gone up in power and consistency, but it also teaches you how to fight it. It's nothing like knowing the enemy sort of thing, right? Yeah, you would think so, Dreamer Stango, and I have tried it. It's just it's too cutesy, and you got to remember, boy, this hand's really hating us. It's like, here's all your stuff you don't want to see in your hand, but luckily I'm able to discard it. White Infect's more of a over time, not an alpha strike. We're not coming at them with like a horde of bushwhacker goblins and such. That's where it belongs, and stuff where you have that one swing. And usually only have out. Good grief. This is... I'm glad our opponent's not doing anything. It's not... Triple zombies out of 4 in the list. It's like this deck's just wanting me to lose right now. I'm very glad I didn't play the Petal out or anything else. Or just sitting back doing nothing. Okay, there goes a ritual. I guess I'll play the Petal now instead of discarding. They top that glitter. This is going to be over real quick. I'll have to... This Origin company that I ordered this PC from supposedly has great tech support. I called the other day and waited for 15 minutes and then hung up. So there's a strike. Oh, well, I guess we'll sacrifice this and... make them nab their own something or other. That's why I didn't want to power out the petal, but we've got plenty of land. Actually, yeah, we got to really take care of that guide now because that's our only out. We're bringing in the... boy, we've faced Artifact X decks for the last 3 rounds. This is Thopters. Boros. This is getting frustrating. I'll just discard the Simian Sprite so that it adds to Songs of the Dam, the card that never shows up. This is what you hope your first game with Woodland Spy is like, where you just have all the time in the world and the opponent's not playing blue. So once you do have it, you just have it. Here's a land grant we don't need. I'm going to keep that Spirit Guide nice and safe. Discard the grant. In fact, I'm going to bury it way over here so that I don't accidentally discard it. Hey, get over there. Alrighty. I have to do it this way. That's weird. There we go. Apparently moving a Spirit Guide makes my PC get a little bit louder. You always wonder what's happening in the inner workings of the machine. RG Tempo. Oh, you know, that's in disarray right now. Alright, well, hey, look, it's a creature. Maybe they'll do the Oblivion Ring again. Maybe they just have 3 Oblivion Rings in their hand. It's a Tor 665. I'll make a note of that. RG Tempo request. Might even play it. Oh, that's scary. I'll say no. Nope. Could have Spirit Guided there, but hopefully they got another one, and then I can use the Spirit Guide for that. Sometimes, I'm sure you guys are like that too. You start looking at a list and you tweak a few things, and you look in. Let's see, are we dead here? Almost. We got to find our answer right now. And you tear it apart, and then phone rings, UFC fights on. I don't know, or you just get disinterested, and then it ends up at the bottom of the thing with the little star on it saying it's not playable, and you come back and you're like, wait, why did I leave it like this? What was I thinking that night? Talk about what was I thinking when you switch PCs and you have to go. I probably spent 2 hours looking at old passwords and going up and on other PCs and finding the password, because I like to take pictures. I will write them down on paper and then take a picture of like the password and with little codes and ciphers and stuff. So let's just say it was a long day. They got us. That was just a whole lot of nothing. We could attack for 6 with our Dregscape Zombies, but that'd just be, I don't know, Solon. Okay, let's bring in the Ingot Chewers. Flaring Pain could be a thing. I'm going to err on the side of caution. I'm going to lose both Ents, 2 Cantors, and hope for the best. That was another L. Never had so much fun losing. Want to play first? Nope. Well, things are looking grim, but I think we'll save it. We'll keep it. Anytime you've got one of your cyclers in your hand and a few rituals, you're just a card away from winning. Yeah, Mtmentat didn't really end it. I think you could definitely make the argument that I was responsible for a lot more than Mtmentat as far as screwing that one up out. Let's add black. We'll cycle here. Go get our only land. Oop. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Yield to the turn. It's like concede. One more game after this. I'm going to roll to some a devious cover-up commercial for my next little break here, courtesy of Comedy Bang Bang, which had a whole lot to do with this show, especially their title song. When I was first making propaganda, I was really into Comedy Bang Bang, and my musician friend, I know I've said this before, but it's been a few months, maybe even years. He's like, is there anything you want me to reference? And I'm like, well, I want it to be an earworm. Kind of sounds like, as catchy as like Comedy Bang Bang, and played him that song. And I think we one-upped it. Mtmentat. All right. And that one hurts a little bit. Talk about an effective card against this style, right? Because, I mean, you're just getting that math perfect, or you're just doing 1 mana stuff. And so that's like as good as a counter spell versus us. Yeah, that's why we got our Flaring Pain in, my friend. Here comes one of my favorite cards, the Ginger Brute. Very underplayed. Like this guy's game plan. They're a little too controlly, in my opinion, though. Let's face it. I mean, a wet sock could beat us the way we're running right now. Ritual, 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 ritual into nothing. Like their taste in planes. That's the same cycle from a Tempest that I like, even though it says Time Spiral. I think they're originally from Tempest. I might be wrong on that one. Yeah, me too, Dreamer Stango. I'm just glad you know the show. It was quite a while ago, but man, they had some good skits, many of which I have repurposed. Always called that show like therapy for anybody that works in Hollywood, because that kind of humor was just perfect. We've got red. I've got to get rid of something anyway. I'm feeling spiteful. I'm going to do the thing. We'll do this. Kill the Ginger Brute. Worst play of the day goes to me for his spiteful use of an Ingot Chewer. There it is. At least it doesn't have life gain. I hope they're playing the Imp and like Healer's Hawks like I am. I don't play a black package though. Alright. For the time being, we got a few turns. Can we find something good? This would be the optimal time to draw either. Thanks a lot, deck. Well, we can do 3 damage and just hard cast this guy. Want to roll like that? Say screw the combo. Because we have to wait next turn. We'll be at 12, and that's if nothing happens. Because then we'd have we might win, right? But we already saw main deck Oblivion Ring, which screams that they have quite... But, they might have cited that stuff out. Let's see. That would do 3. They'd be at 17, and we'd have a 6. What are these guys' stats? 6-5. And they could just block it all day long. So let's swing and hope for the combo here. I mean, if it had reach or something. This is when you do want the Generous Ent. There's a good card. I tested those out in my build as well. There's quite a bit of white shadow decks. I mean, not decks. They're very few. But white shadow cards that are pretty awesome. I know them all. Because I've tried to build that so many times. It still might be available. I was going to power out the wall, but we ain't going to do that. We're going to hope that we just draw the right thing. Boop. Okay. Now this is when we draw Dread Return. Right off the top. Another. Hey, I'm happy with that. We're alive. Yeah, Troll has Evasion. This is one of the rare scenarios where the Ent would actually get past their protection and what? Die in one turn. Not the greatest. Okay, Mtmentat is up. And we don't really care. We can cycle this. Drum roll, please. We got it. Boy, that was dramatic. 1 life. My goodness. Here we go, folks. That feels so cool, Street Wraithing into that. I mean, that's killer. We don't even need the thing here. The ultimate slow roll. MDC, thank you for that. Come on, Mtmentat, you know you want to. Cabal Ritual going crazy. We got plenty of land. Do this. Use 4. What a dramatic win. Watch the grape shot us. Open up the yard. Zombie. Zombie. Where are you, zombies? Zombie. And we've got the red back for a Flaring Pain surprise. I want to bring out our other zombie in case they've got some sort of shenanigans. Let's make sure my mana's still at... Okay, we got plenty. Dread Return. Targeting Lotleth Giant right here. Sacrifice the 3. Hiya! Minimize this. We've got the Flaring Pain back up. I don't know... Oh, I guess they could have like Hollow, but that's not a spell. At 1 mana. Okay. Interesting. I think I'm going to bring in... that's, I don't know. Glirium and I were chatting about that. That's just going to block for a turn, and then what, you know. Just bad magic. That was a bad plan. I'm going to keep everything like it is. Let's roll it back. That was a grind. Whoever thought One Land Spy could grind. Funnest play of the day, though. Boy, that was just down to the wire. 3 life. Cycle for 2 life. Hit. That felt really good. If you're unfamiliar with poker, there's a term called playing to your outs, and that is exactly what we did there. A lot of times things look dire, and I'd even be guilty of it too. There's a lot of days I would have scooped that and been like, nope, got to draw it. And there's sometimes the card is there, especially when it's and it wasn't. It was a cycler, but we had the life to do. We'll keep this. We just need a kill card. We've got pretty healthy everything. I'll keep it. Look at that. We're keeping. That was a fun win. I'm glad it's recorded for posterity's sake. Now, if I can just do that every time, it'd be funner to just clobber people and win right out of the gates, right? And don't sleep on Swamp Walk either. Sometimes I'm sure there's scenarios where a Street Wraith win happens, you know. Actually, I take back what I said about Mana Tithe. There's so many ways to generate sneaky mana with this that I think it's about a 50-50. It's definitely better than against most other decks, but... Songs. Look at that. Proof that I do have it in my list. We have 8 here, so... Well, let me cycle now. Open up the yards again. Hey, Ritual, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I guess we'll just lose the Troll, Yoti. Boop. Wife and I are getting so bummed out. There's our pickleball scene. It's so darn popular that the courts are always busy, and then when we sign up to do our thing, a lot of times it's sold out. They have like a maximum of 40 players for like the the intermediate or advanced get-togethers, and it's like you got to be right there on the morning it's available at like 9 a.m. and just be like, click, click, click. I think the Beatles were in town. All my alerts? What are you referring to? Oh, no. All right. The deck is being mean to us again. These 1 of 1s keep showing up like we have 10 of them in the list. Losing the return. I always worry about that because we haven't seen any graveyard hate. I mean, where are the relics and the spell bombs? Opponents have to have some of these things, right? Oh, MCD. Thank you so much for that. And thanks for making me catch it there, Shrazman. 500 bits. Woo! I just thought that was an emote. I'm only on Twitch when I'm streaming, and then I'm usually focused away from it. So if everybody was like me, Twitch wouldn't even be a thing. I don't like watching people game. Remember when I first started this, I was like, you guys even want me on camera? I mean, what's the point? And everybody was like, there's a lot of things I can't really wrap my head around. That's one of them. Well, thank you even more now that it's like gifting a sub. Thank you, Shiraz, for educating me. Woo! I know we had Pauper Tim with the big 2-year sub at the top of the show. That was very generous, too. Discard, land grant. Bye-bye. Keep that spirit guide. I don't want to pop the petals for something we don't need. Again, as long as you're not up against forests, I recommend kind of keeping your hand full. It's a nice intimidating factor, but you're also not going to lose your petals and stuff like that to wanton spells. Okay, stuff got really real. We got 1 turn left. We got a hit. We've already done our little Street Wraith. Maybe we'll do it again. Wouldn't that be something? Come on, Street Wraith into Spy. Oh, Galerium. Thank you, man. Woo. Remember, it was quite a while ago. We got that. I forget what it was. Somebody like gifted these trains and it just started blowing up. And I forget what that is. I'm sure all of you know what that is. And I appreciate it. All right. Oh, here comes drumroll time. Come on. Do we have the life? Okay. Do we hit? Ah, so close. Why am I saying so close? So, yeah, we're dead. That's 11. We wouldn't have been dead but I had to go for it there. All right. We haven't won yet. All right. I'm going to go get some more coffee, guys. Enjoy Devious Cover-Up. I'll be right back.
Let's take a look at a photo of me without any makeup at all. Yeah, it takes a lot of work to get this face camera ready every single day. Let's take a look. First, Jenny the makeup girl applies concealer to cover my blemishes and bronzer to give me a healthy glow. And just a little eyeliner to make these baby blues pop. I'm allergic to cotton and wool and can't wear normal clothing, so my sweater and pants are applied with body paint. As a lifelong Trekkie, I refuse to take off my Spock ears. I swore I would wear them until Chris Pine dies. So Jenny adds putty to smooth them out and round the edges. But now, my ears are too big, so Jenny applies prosthetics to balance the rest of my features. Unfortunately, those prosthetics added several inches to my height, which doesn't match our camera setup, so that amount is surgically removed from my shins. Youch! I'll get those stitched back in after the show.
Looking good?
Oops! We forgot the most important thing! The electronic larynx that gives me my trademark voice. Without it, I'd be just another pretty face in the crowd. All right, testing. Hey, that sounds pretty good. All right, Reggie, your turn.
Thanks, Scott. See you out there.
Available at all fine Singer superstores.
And we're back. If I ever won the lottery, I would create a Singer superstore. Just get some market and just put a new sign up on it. Keep everything else the same. And Marasa's market. That'd probably go over better. That at least sounds like... What a horrible hand. Look. All 3 cards we don't want. We can generate mana, but not the right kind. We'll mulligan this. Okay, this is looking better. We'll keep this one. Or wait, I don't really have a way to get a... on second thought, for some reason I thought this was the troll and I could have shot into our land. I think we got to pull this back. I wish we could wraith before we mulligan. Mulligan. Okay, we've got to kill. We've got draw. We don't have any way of getting mana. Boy, this is getting grim quick. Mulligan. I think we have to keep this. And just hope that... this is our only source. We'll keep this and this. Get rid of a Cantor. Wraith. Maybe a Ritual even. I'd rather Wraith. Just see better options. God, this is ugly. I hear you, Dreamer Stingo. The Ishan Shade. I remember that was like the big... That and Baron Sengir. It was like, whoa! Spend 8 turns getting this thing out. Back when Swords to Plowshares was on everybody's kitchen table or their decks. Protection from white. And that shade was pretty important. There it is. That ridiculous mana cost. My favorite thing about Homelands was a lot of the mana was like that back then. So let's discuss. It's brought up at the top of the show, but imagine if Hypnotic Spectre was brought down. It's very easy to kill. I do think it would be fine in Pauper. That sounds... Hey, this just got really good. We'll reveal our hand. Play this. Play this. I'm going to wait on the cyclers here. See if we're still alive. It would be very good. It is random after all. Everything under the sun kills it. Grinds fine salt. That's a great saying. That'd be a good t-shirt. Whenever I play Blackburn, everybody always tries to talk me into Dash Hopes, and I'm like, you never want to give your opponent a choice. Ever. It's always a better option. But it says counter. It's like they have a choice. Don't want to go too crazy on this. He's hurt. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, did we just have it here? I think we just walked into it. I almost feel bad for the red deck. Uh-oh, I just lost my mouse. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we've got it. Look at this. Black. Seems like against red decks, I'm always like, we're gonna lose immediately, and it's like we always get it. We don't have this, but we've got that. Oh wait, we don't, do we? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Oh, I thought I screwed up again. They Pyroblast our Spy. We're dead meat, so we're not out of the woods yet. They could definitely do that. Make sure to only bring out 2 of these. And then Dread Return. Where's our Giant? Where are you Giant? Where'd it go? I sighted it out. Why is this thing always hiding from me? Balustrade Spy. There it is. Gotcha, sucker. 1, 2, 3. Minimize you and me. Hit OK, and we go to 3. Woo! Matimas, I hear you. All right. There might be some... I'll bring in 2... Oh, that's a bummer. All right, we'll play one more. Don't have to worry about... We'll scribble that one out. I hate quitters. Hey, we won! With an asterisk next to it. I said I would never play white border, but I might have to reconsider that if they made Lotleth Giant printed in white, because it'd be funny to lose on time. You got the win in hand, you're like, where is it? And then, dink, out of time. All right, focus, you did. We got to throw this back. I mean, we could... We've got a source here, but there's no... no source. This is awkward looking. Man... I guess we keep. Throw back another land grant. Done. This is just so long away from winning here. Yeah, foil giant. That's a pretty good idea. You know what? I think I got to go get me a foil. I hate all the options, but I hate searching for a minute. It just gets so buried. You think with that mana count it would be a little bit more obvious, but well, I'm glad we haven't seen any forests and like weather the storm, because that kills this real quick. You can't look for the rarity symbol. They're all piled up. But the foil, that's a pretty good one. Hey, look at this. We just kind of, the hand starts getting better. That's what happens when you have a handful of bad cards. Do we just have it next turn? We do. Another red deck falls to combo here. Double Writ is 5. Wait, no. 4. Need 5, 6. Yeah, with the petal we got it. Impulse here. This is one of those lists. Very good to have built, and you know every set, as this one just showed, you know, it'll keep getting better and better. Gets closer and closer. This is true with any list really, but okay, this made it really obvious now. It's just Dark Ritual time. Look at these old school ones. It's what I first started playing. Boom, boom, boom. Spy. Targeting me. Open this up. Doink. And bring out a zombie. Zombie. And then where's our Dread Return? Dread Return, where are you? Dread Return. Now, yeah, I should have a foil Dread Return and a foil Lotleth Giant. This guy. Sacrificing these guys. Minimize here. Pass the turn. Hiya. Woo! Oh, is that turn 3? Red again. Know what it is when we face off against mountains. It seems like the deck works a lot faster. I know it's completely superstitious, but I'm going with it. Hi-up. Let's go. What's the snowland that's the gruel colors? Can somebody name it for me so I don't have to? So I want to add one of those on the side. Maybe losing. Really don't want to lose a Macabre. Maybe another Chewer. Maybe a Pyroblast. Spots are getting tight. Probably a Macabre. Just because it's my favorite doesn't make it right to keep all of them. Oh, not me, Dreamer Stingo. Petal doesn't rely on anything. Highland Forest, that's it. So far, one land Spy is a big fat lie. I'm sure Sunday will prove otherwise. There'll probably be 2 or 3 sideboards and main decks where you're like, oh, yeah, that makes a big difference. But this is how I'm rocking with it. We got this. Yeah, this is pretty cool. We'll keep it. One of the better hands of the day. Yeah, Misery. That's what I meant at the top of the show. Misery plays around Macabre. Since we don't see it too often, maybe that's the one that goes. This hand keeps getting better and better. Whoop. Woodland. Bingo. They raise us. We're really screwed unless a petal shows up. Haunted Mire. Mattia, explain yourself. And we get a Spirit Guide. We have this again. Yeah, we still have the Chasm has better art. That's some gorgeous art. Outside of a Thermokarst gaining 1 life, not much else. Yeah, we were after Highland Forest, but thank you. First time chat, welcome. Pow. Hey, we win again. Let's do the thing. He's tapped out. We've got this, I think. 2, 3, 4, 6. Just exile this black, this, cycle this. Accidentally cast it. Like, oh no. That would have been interesting to pull that for the other one, right? All right, we'll do here and here. This is way down to the wire. Spy. Any tricks or dead, but there's nothing available. I actually could have Thunderclap. Sacrifice a mountain, do 3 damage. Yeah, I hear y'all clicking on your keyboard. What's that? Lotleth Giant. All right. The search begins. The search begins. Where the hell are you? Why is it always hiding from me? There it is. Pay 1. Cancel that. What did I just do? That was weird. Huh. Must have almost misplay there. All right. So there's the deck. This is the type of the show where we always go like this. We did have a Dreamer Stingo. I believe so. I think I clicked on the card and it was asking me to pay for zombie, and I didn't see that was why it was blacked out. Yeah, that's right. I had to press undo and then find the giant. So yeah, close call indeed. So check this out. I'll go with Highland. This is the change I would make. Let's bring up our little card here. Rugged Highlands. So we'll bring in this one. I've got some options in the artwork here. That's about a even mix here. Bring this over. Faerie out. Again, this is like surgical striking the graveyard, which is very good against us. And if you see it, you can always bring in Haunting Miseries. But this is, good against, obviously not good against like the Relic, because, it's about the mass count in there. But you can kind of one-shot people with this. So right now, I think this is kind of how I would roll with this. Yeah, Flaring Pan, I think, very necessary evil in these style lists and such. So anyway, thanks for joining me for this test show. I'm going to work on getting the fan noise to cut down a little bit. Hopefully it's not too distracting, or come up with some other thing, or maybe send it back. I don't know. I'm just glad everything is working and we're not having any interruptions other than a little bit of background noise. So thanks for joining me, everybody. Please like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And we'll see you next time. We're going to go out on our Pauper Zodiac and see if maybe I get one of you guys, because, everybody falls under these numbers, just like when you go to a Chinese restaurant and they have those little Zodiacs and such. So anyway, yeah, we won a few. 1, 2. A little bit of an asterisk there, but just a nice little showcase on the do's and don'ts of Woodland Spy. We'll see you next week, guys. Thank you.